Well, hello, Wildcat fans, and welcome to another edition of Coach's Show. We are here at the Resource Center studio to bring you this show. I'm John Pope.
Slamming Stevie.
Slamming Stevie Ray. We got with us, as always, Coach Dishman. Thanks for coming, man.
Hey, man. Thanks for having me again.
You had a snow day today, and you're still here.
Yeah, we had practice late, 3 o'clock, so we thought we'd let the roads get clear and get the girls out. So,
yeah, were they? So did they do some? They got to sleep in a little bit, get some rest today, right?
did get to sleep in, and as a coach, you want them on a regular schedule, so it's hard on it if we play on a Monday or so. We don't have school or like practice today, and kids just out of their normal routine. So,
well, I'll speak for Slamming Stevie and myself. It's been great to have some Lady Cat basketball back.
Yeah, it's good to be back. We want to stay back.
So we, since the last show, and of course we've done some coaches shows after the game, but we got to play in the Lady Cat tournament.
Yeah, the Lady Cat Classic is turning into one of the better girls basketball high school tournaments are in the season, because we got some news the other day. Rolla wants to come back. Licking's coming back. I would imagine Hollister will be back, and Stratford, and then us and Central. We're waiting on some of those schools, but in Webb City for sure is coming back.
It was a huge bunch of teams that we had in there, and we got to play in 3 games, and tell us a little bit about what was our first game against Hollister.
Yeah, Hollister, class 4, number 4, playing really well. And, we had it to 5, I believe. They're midway through the 4th quarter and coming out of quarantine the day before. I thought our kids played exceptionally well. A few too many turnovers in situations, but I thought we were extremely fatigued at the end of that one.
Yeah, so for the viewers that don't know, and of course you haven't watched the show if you don't know this, but that was the 3rd tournament we've played, but up to that point we had not played a regular season game.
Yeah, that's the funny thing is we've actually played one regular season game. That was last night, and our official first home regular season game's tomorrow night.
Yeah, so Slam and Stevie and I had the coverage of all 3 of those games. Had a little bit of
Started off a little rough
for us. Yeah, we had some audio issues, and as anyone knows, that will always bite you. But that Hollister game, I mean, it was close to the end. You know.
Yeah, and again, I think our kids played really well for coming out of quarantine with 1 practice under our belts, and again, I thought we got awfully tired, and as the week went on, it showed its head again. We got fatigued in the last 2 games. But, Central's capable of playing really well. They've been playing teams really well, and I thought we hit a wall that night, and then Sparta just kind of took it right at us, and I really thought that day we were extremely tired.
Yeah, I mean, Sparta was really fast. When we noticed, and we talked on the coaches show, we started really in the Central game there at the end. We applied the press, and it frustrated them. I think we cut it from, was it 16 points to 8 points in the last 3 minutes or so?
Yeah, that was I think going into the 4th quarter we were down by 16, and that press messed them up some.
Yeah, hopefully it'll speed them up a little bit and get some turnovers or some easy buckets. But probably a coach's mistake that night. But man, we're so out of shape at the time. I was worried that we're fatigued. We got some kids that are really fighting, trying to get back in shape, all due to COVID and having some chest issues, and so we're monitoring them closely and going from there.
So, Coach, do you think? Of course, we played Monday night against Hollister, and then picked up again Friday night at Central. Was that time off good, or was that time off bad?
The time off was good in between, because the practices those 2 days we went at it pretty hard there both days. So we're trying to be competitive, trying to get a little more competition within our team, and we had 2 really good practices. And Central's hard to guard. They've got those 2 bigs down low, and of course Mackay outside. That's a tough one for us to match up with.
Yeah, it seemed like we frustrated her a lot in
Yeah,
that game.
I think she gets around 25 or 26 a night. We held her to 18, and I didn't think we did a very good job on her. I know she hit some tough shots, and she'll do that on you. But I was really proud of the two kids that we stuck on her. So to hold her to 18, and if we could have just won the inside battle there and maybe hit a few more shots, who knows?
Yeah, and so one thing that we talked about too, and I noticed you're getting a lot of help from younger players.
Yeah, we're trying to get 8, 9 kids in there, to see where we're at as a program and as a team moving forward this last month. I thought our younger kids did. I thought they did great. You just got to keep throwing them to the fire and see what happens.
I had spoke with Sienna, just told her a good game Saturday afterwards, and but I mean she was impressive, and we kind of all three talked about that, just coming in there and disrupted Central's game plan there in the fourth quarter of that game against them.
Yeah, she plays hard. Our freshman group's a fun group to be around, and they're going to be a fun team to kind of watch grow. They're all about the same size. They're fast, and they have a knack for the ball, and they give our varsity team fits in practice.
Gracie Kibbe, I mean, you're watching her out there. She commands your offense. She does a really good job on ball handling. Of course, she gets help from some of the other guards. She's a good shooter. How much do we rely on her?
About 100%.
100%.
Gracie, there was a couple games like Sparta was playing us a little box and one and getting up on her a little bit. And we had worked on her just handling the ball, and we thought it might be easier to get into our offenses. And it is. It truly is, but it makes it harder on her to find shots when you're trying to dribble it and shoot it and guard it. And good players do it. She did fine. We just got to find ways to keep getting her the ball.
Isn't she kind of hard to manage? I mean, she's kind of, out of control, head case wise.
Yeah, she plays with a lot of emotion out there, doesn't she? Yes. I tell you what, Gracie's a sweet kid, and our whole team basically plays kind of like that. Our team is just a bunch of sweet girls, but I tell you what, they're working hard, and I know you guys wasn't there like last night at West Plains, but we did some things that we hadn't even really worked on. We just kind of drew them up before the game.
She takes a little bit after her mother. Now, her youngest sister, you're going to see a female Nelson come through in a couple of years.
The most comical thing we have going is when Eden comes over, and like today she was at practice because she was at home, and so she came with Gracie, and then they shot afterwards, and that's the most comical time. They can get after each other. They threw balls all over the gym.
Yeah, we watched in the last game we played there. Refresh my memory. I'm sorry.
The last game was Sparta.
Sparta. There you go. I watched Sparta play the night or the day before Friday. I'm sorry. Very quick. They played Was it West Plains?
Webb City.
Webb City. I'm sorry. Played them extremely well. It looked like Lauren Williams there in the fourth quarter. We talked about this a little bit after the game. 4 fouls early in the game. In the third quarter, I think she had one. You put her back in the game with 4 fouls. Not only did she not foul, but she looked like she dominated down low.
Lauren, we got to do a better job as a team of getting her the ball. So we've been working on that every day in practice. We worked today on just some post-entry stuff. If Lauren can score in there, we're going to be a lot better off. And she's a dominant player. Her and Kiera both as big and strong and mobile, and they catch the ball really well. That's the most impressive thing about our two bigs is they both can run the floor and they can catch it. And we have to do a better job.
Yeah, I noticed that about Kiera. It looks like she can take. She's not only a threat underneath, but she has the ability. It looked like to take some longer shots too.
Yeah, last night she had 10 points on 2 3-pointers against West Plains, and we really couldn't get the ball inside last night, so we had to kind of spread it out and take our time, and I thought we did really, really well last night. But in the tournament, fatigue. And I always tell Lauren and Carrie, you're probably going to get one foul a game that necessarily isn't a foul. You just get caught somewhere and they blow the whistle on you. But if we don't have Lauren in the game, we're in trouble.
Now, is West Plains, they're ranked in the state, aren't
They're
they?
the number 1 Class 5 team in the state. So, yeah, we've played Sparta's number 3, I believe, as of yesterday, in Class 3, Hollister's number 4. So, yeah, we're in a couple of week stretch here where we have Mount Vernon coming in next Monday, and they are Class 4, number 3. So, hey, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we got some good teams. We Hillcrest, we've got
Hillcrest tomorrow night, yeah, at home.
That'll be a good game against the Hornets. What are you looking at there? I mean, what is Hillcrest? What's their biggest threat?
They're quick. They've got a really quick guard out there and got some 2 good, really kids that can play down low. Hopefully we just come out and I'm going to kind of turn them loose tomorrow night. We're going to take out some frustrations and hopefully it all works to our favor.
So when we're broadcasting, I mean, we need to write that down and say this what we're seeing the game plan right now.
Yep.
Come out. You say that, and you got to forgive me about last night. Now that we're doing some makeup games, so I had the schedule written down, and then I saw we were at West Plains. You had said at the game you were going to look at pressing a little more, maybe, or getting after them a little more, which we've done really well with that.
Yeah, last night, West Plains being so good and ball and guard oriented out there, we didn't press. We ran a little half court trap. We ran every defense we could run at them. We were down 1 at the first quarter, down 8 at half, and then had a bad third quarter, but we outscored them again in the fourth. And I thought our kids executed our game plan to a T. We wanted to average 10 or more passes. It wasn't probably a fun game to watch if you were there, but our kids did exactly what we asked them as a staff, and we ended up getting beat 14. But they're really, really good. But I commend our kids for coming in there and running exactly I told them after the game, I said, man, I am so proud of you guys for doing exactly what I think we got the football team tired of. They were yelling pass the first quarter, and they got so tired of us passing, they just started yelling boring the rest of the night. So, but we did a really good job. I was super proud of our kids for the effort. And Lauren and Kier battled on the boards, and we really did. I can't say enough about our kids last night. It's a quick turnaround without being in school today. So.
Coach, you mentioned the boards there, and that was one thing that I'd ask you Monday night or Friday night. I don't remember which night it was now, but we seem to be struggling a little bit on the rebounding end of things.
Yeah, that's we addressed that on Tuesday and Wednesday in practice with a little competition drills. We had teams, both teams, everything was worth points. The loser had to do some sort of conditioning. But I think our girls, they just – sometimes you forget what you're supposed to do, and it rears its ugly head. And like last night, they beat us up on the boards a little bit, but I thought we competed for rebounds.
We talk about this week after week, and I don't want it to sound like an excuse. I don't think it is. I think you look at and you and I talked a little bit offline about the play. We are so close to just fully executing, and you can see. I mean, it's that natural. Man, I haven't played in 2 weeks. Where in a few of the games you'd see some passes off fingertips or things like that. How close do you feel like we are right now?
I think we're there. The next 10 days or so really give us a look. I think we're still trying to get into game shape, and we're still trying to get used to playing games. The second quarantine took a lot out of us, and again, I hate saying it's an excuse, but we do have 3 or 4 of our kids that play significant minutes that are having trouble getting back to, full board time without having to come out of the game. So we got to work on that. But I think we're close. After last night, we proved a point that we can handle the ball against a really, really good zone. They play that matchup, and they know what they're doing out of it. And I don't know what our turnovers were, but I thought we did an outstanding job handling it.
And they were pressing last night.
They pressed us the entire game. and we knew that, and I thought we did a really good job. I'm not worried so much about presses anymore. Our kids have got our press offense down, and our spacing's getting better. But we just turn it over too many times, and we're trying to do the good thing. I mean, we're trying to make a great pass instead of just kind of poking and prod. And I use that term all week to our kids about West Plains. You just poke and prod, and eventually after a while they'll get tired and they'll leave me. I think Gracie was 5 for 6 from 3 last night. So they'll get tired and we'll have an open shot. We just got to knock some down.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, the Hillcrest game is going to be a good one, and then you mentioned we turn around that Monday and we head to Mount Vernon at home. Man, did you watch that game last night with the boys?
No,
at all. Yeah, it got a little
chippy.
We always say chippy, but they stole my word. We got a little bit chippy.
I said, before we started that, what in the world a 5'7" kid was thinking, shoving Zach Bergman. I'm not sure, but it wasn't It almost turned out to be a not good decision, but Zach's pretty level-headed, though, so he handled it well.
I'm glad it happened to Zach and no one else, because I think Zach is pretty level-headed.
It was a good thing Tristan Voss was in the stands.
Yes. I bring that up because if you watched last night's game, too, you saw that the way their fans traveled. And so I'm putting out a call to action right now. Thursday night, you don't have anything to do. There's nothing going on Thursday but Lady Cat basketball. And then Monday, there's nothing else going on. It's Lady Cat basketball.
It is, and we'll be busy for a while. So we're 3 games a week from now on out, and the boys have a big one tomorrow night at Greenwood. So we'd take any crowd at LR that we can get.
Yeah, that one's limited space.
I was going to say that one, the vouchers are gone.
Yeah.
So
well, you might as well come watch us.
Yeah.
If you don't have your voucher,
you can do both, folks, because Slam and Stevie and I will be broadcasting our Lady Cats. And then we'll also have a team, Rich with Rich TV will be at the boys game. So come cheer us on, have your camera or your phone down here, watch the boys game, watch girls game, but watch it from our stadium, our arena.
Yeah. Yeah, might as well.
I'm excited because I got to look in at and I need to text you and get some updated schedules because they're not all on the board there. But I think Mount Vernon's going to be a really good test for us.
Yeah, Coach Spurley and I were talking the other day. You always look at your schedule and you see some games on there that you're like, man, that's going to be a tough one. And we had one last night, and Mount Vernon's going to be a tough test. But I think if you can come through those games and your kids are getting better and they're doing some things against a really, really good team, then you look at your schedule at them 50-50 games, the ones that you think, man, it's going to be hard, but I think we have a chance. And then you have those other ones where you're like, okay, this is a night where we can kind of let it go and do some good things. But, yeah, Mount Vernon and Clever and Hollister or Catholic next week. So, yeah, busy time.
And, and that's what's kind of neat about this is, like, we're starting, you've got to start developing some rhythm at this point, and you said the Cats are. So, we go into Mount Vernon, and do well and win. I mean, there's a ton of confidence for our Lady Cats. I'm not trying to predict a win. I'm not going to ask Coach that, but I'm excited about it.
I'm excited for I told the girls again today that it's 3 games a week now. And as of today, after today's practice, I think going into districts, we have 10 more practices.
Yeah. Yeah, I think going in, we've got to be somebody that people have got to, be like, okay, we're playing the Cats.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to late in February. I wouldn't want to draw us. I think we'll be ready then and have a lot of games going in there and then 2 or 3 days off to get ready for that district game. And with a 4-team district, you win 2 in a row, you're there.
Yeah. You guys had mentioned some of the games that we missed. Are we making up any of those games that we –
Yeah, we're making up all the conference games. And then I think Central will come back to us the week prior, like February 22nd, 23rd, somewhere in there. They're off, and we're off.
I'd like to see them again.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah.
And we had talked earlier about that. Coach Sperling says, I think they're open. We're looking for a Class 5 team, 4 or 5 team that week somewhere, maybe 1, maybe 2 games. If not, if you don't, we're going to be off a week going into to our districts. We don't want to do that.
No, but that gives us, that we're going to have some games, and like you said, we're, I think we're going to get back into that, that rhythm that, we definitely would have been had we not had 2 different patches of quarantine there.
Yes.
So, hey, I want to reiterate something, and this is kind of something Steve and I have talked about. We've really enjoyed your family, man. They bring as much to the game, I think, as they're just a blast to talk to. But they are vested in Lady Cat basketball.
Yeah, and I think, man, wives of coaches are heroes. I think Carrie and I talked all the way home last night from when I left the high school all the way to Branson, and then we talk, while we're laying there, kind of, I'm decompressing or whatever you want to call it. But JC comes in and they're invested. Carrie's good with the kids, and I think all the girls like talking to her. But we've been welcomed here, open arms, and we couldn't be happier. We want to make this a good one.
Carrie says, thank you from JC and I. So
She's supposed to be at home cooking chicken and dumplings.
Hey, did you? Hopefully she made enough for. That sounds good.
Well, I've got fried chicken and mashed potatoes and gravy.
I'll come to your house
me.
and then yours.
Yeah,
both.
we can double dip.
So hey, I was going to ask you one more question. Who do you got for the Super Bowl?
Oh man, that's there's so many Chiefs fans around here. But I'm gonna have to say Tampa Bay.
Are you? Yeah. I have a different reason, and I'm not making a prediction until Ryan White and I are doing the Chain Gang show on a Saturday. We're going to do a Super Bowl show where I will make my prediction at that point. Not that anybody cares, but I got to tell you, I do root for the guy that's my age, still out there.
Yeah. Listen, I think, what Patrick Mahomes has done for football and for Kansas City is awesome. And I always like to play the devil's advocate, and root for the other team. But you can't deny Tom Brady for what he's done. He's the GOAT.
He is. What do you think?
I wanted to clarify if you wanted my who I was cheering for or who I thought would win.
Well, you can say either.
I think Tampa Bay will win, but that's not who I'm cheering for.
But you're cheering for
Kansas City. Yeah.
JC wants to know Saturday show / tailgate. Hey, we could make it happen. That'd be a lot of fun. I by all means, Patrick Mahomes, I think, is once Brady comes out, and I think there's a few other quarterbacks that I'd put up against him, but he's definitely the future.
Oh, for sure.
The NFL.
Yes.
Him and Baker Mayfield for sure.
I'm not going to.
Yeah, you're going to go with Baker Mayfield. So, well, any last questions?
No,
Steve?
I'm looking forward to tomorrow night.
Yeah, like we always do, guys. I mean, let's get out there. I was excited we had a bunch of fans there for the tournament. But, as much as we're loud, I'd love to see us pack that stadium out. There is no denying that there's home field advantage because the crowd gets involved.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I think it always comes. We have to do a better job as a program to get some winning culture built, and not that Rogersville's been bad and stuff, but you have to put your stamp on it. People come out and watch, but it's going to get better.
Yeah, and the other thing I say about football, baseball, whatever sport it is, I don't care if you're 0-20. These kids work too hard for us not to come out and support them.
Yeah, so. I think anytime a kid wears that name across their chest, especially in high school and stuff like that, you should come out and support them and give them everything. And like you said, honestly, through the tournament, I thought we had a really good crowd. And that tournament's gonna be really good again because there's really no seniors. All the all tournament, there was like 2 seniors on the all tournament team. Everybody's coming back because everybody's loaded with juniors and sophomores.
I was going to look, Coach, because I didn't, but Shelley said that there it is, Sparta. They don't have a single senior or junior listed.
Yep.
They're all sophomores and freshmen.
Yeah.
So
Josh does a good job over there. They're pretty impressive. They played awfully well that week after and a tough loss. The first 2 nights, Licking there late got them in the first night, and then Webb City just kind of, just got them late. They're scary. They're athletic, and they were playing without their best. So,
yeah.
Well, I want to thank you, man. You you were up there for your interview after each game, and I appreciate that. It's we enjoy being able to sit down and talk with you, pick your brain a little bit. So guys, if I know you're not doing anything Thursday night, there's nothing to do, come out and watch Lady Wildcat basketball at our home. We're playing Hillcrest, and then we turn around Monday, and we're gonna bring it to Mount Vernon.
We've got a little bit of a chip on our shoulder from last night. Although
We do.
victory, but it would be a nice sweep.
It would be
Football,
a nice, yeah.
boys basketball to girls basketball.
Yeah,
It'd be a nice sweep.
And we can do it, guys. We're cheering you on. Everybody join us at the arena there Thursday and Monday. Any last words?
No,
All right,
no,
Hillcrest.
I'm good.
No,
Coach?
hey, yeah, come on out. We're gonna unleash them tomorrow night. We're gonna get after them 84 feet.
That's awesome. All right, Hillcrest, Mount Vernon, we're coming for you. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, go Cats.